Hey yo everyone, this is HappyAnimaidCafeManager here with another walkthrough episode for the game Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon. If you place your units in the forest or mountains, okay, so in some particular areas, like if you place your unit in like the forest state, you have a better chance of avoiding enemies because in a realistic sense, the trees will be in the way. Terrain. Units positioned in forest mountains or the sea have a better chance of avoiding enemy attacks. Castle gates, drones, and forts provide a defensive boost as well and restore HP each turn. Terrain, evasion, recovery. Javelins and hand axes are versatile weapons that let you attack both up close and from a short distance away. If you get hurt, rest the spell for a short stay there and you'll be feeling hale as ever. Sir Jagan is a paladin, the champion of Altea. He may be old, but he's as strong as an ox. Still, you can't have a champion like him do everything. That's not fair to all your would-be future champions. Let your other units fight and gain experience, or you may find yourself in a real fix down the line. Yeah, he is right. If you depend too much on one particular unit, just have one unit low. Get all the experience while the others are are just sword fodder. Again, you're just gonna make things difficult for you when you really need to count on your units. And besides, even your so-called best unit has their flaws. Like Pegasus Knights are weak against bows. Your axe users weak against swords. I mean, has a disadvantage against swords. Or your armored units has no defense resistance against magic units. I mean, against magic attacks. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, Dragon could use some experience with the sword. Mages, that complicates things. They don't need to get as close to do us harm. We'll need to approach carefully. Units armed with magic tomes could attack enemies in adjacent spaces as well as those 2 spaces away. Well, shit. I'ma come and mark. Weapons aren't indestructible, you know. They have limits. When a weapon's durability reaches 0, that's it, no more weapon. So be sure to keep an eye on those numbers. I decided to have Jagan lead right here because he's the only one with some resistance to magic. Oops, battery. Okay, so my phone is reminding me that the battery is very low. Yeah, I could be running out of power anytime. So I could just take another 8 to 9 minutes to make the video. Come on, focus. There. That ought to do for the enemy soldiers around here. Miletus, why aren't you with my sister? Did you leave her someplace safe? Princess Ellis will not be joining us. She has elected to stay at the castle. Hold, sire. Where are you going? Where do you think? Stop, sire. Consider for a moment why the princess would go so far as to lie to you to ensure your escape. Your sister knows that you are the future of Altea, nay, the whole land. His last words were as follows: "Tell my son that I leave the future of Altea and our continent in his hands." I'm our future? Sire, you must live. Drink deeply now of these injustices, sup on these slights, these serve, remember them. One day you will lead us back here to avenge the fallen and reclaim Altea in their names. Then it seems my life is no longer mine to hazard. In your veins flows the blood of a hero, the blood of Henri. You are the son of House of Arcania and sole heir to Falchion. our only hope of defeating Medeus, Emperor of Dolour. Sire, were it in my power, I would have you choose your own path, but I'm afraid your path has chosen you. Now I'm up to Prologue 4. Martha and his knights took refuge in the forest near Altia's borders. Lying low while they waited for the right chance to escape the kingdom. Before long, the enemy grew less watchful. The time to slip away had come. Still, the prince could not quell the sadness in his heart for his sister, Ellis. Prince Marth. Sire. Sire, are you listening? Huh? Oh, Meletis. Get a hold of yourself, sire. I know how you grieve, but the Graw host that pursues us will not be interested. We must keep moving and with all haste at that. I'm sorry. These thoughts are hard to put aside. From here, we will cross out to Altia to begin our escape to Talus. I trust you are prepared. Talus, I've heard that name. An island kingdom to the east, isn't it? That is correct. The king there was a good friend to your father, and perhaps more importantly, a true friend. It was Princess Ellis' wish that you seek refuge in Talus should things ever go awry. Me? But not her? I've arranged for a boat to take us from the northeast shore. But to get there, we'll first need to cut through a prison to the north. I managed to come by a key to the premises. Let me hand it over. Alright, I've obtained door key. Now on the road, you may notice people who seem to be fighting for Graw against their wishes. Before you resort to your blade, you should try to talking to them first. Keys. Some units do not need a key to open doors and chests, like thieves. And as a matter of fact, they don't have to carry lockpicks, so which is a major convenience. Because in the other Fire Emblem games, the thief needs to have a lockpick to open doors and chests. Keys could open doors, lower drawbridges, or open chests depending on the type of key. Go first. Boy, I don't envy you. The enemy horde is closing in on you faster than a bolt of Thoron. You and your friends had better hightail it out here. Well, thanks for watching. Until next time, to be continued, baby.